and in this we will see that metals and non-metals find their use based on their properties. So you will be able to guess why metals are used in making machinery. This is just an introduction, and we know that metals are used in different places. They are used in making automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites. So there are some names given here. So what are the reasons that metals are used in making automobile, aeroplane, train or anything? The first reason is that they are hard and they are tough. That is why they are used in this. Then why are they used in making cooking utensils? Because physical property of conduction of heat. They conduct heat, that is why they are used for making cooking utensils. Why are they used in making water bottle and they are used in gadgets? Or because they are good conductors of heat and electricity, they are good conductors of electricity, they are used. But here there are some non-metal uses described. Non-metal is essential for our life. So there is the first non-metal described here. This non-metal is used for life, which is oxygen. All living beings inhale during breathing. So this is oxygen, which is the non-metal, and it is used as in respiration. That is oxygen. Then non-metals used in fertilizer to enhance the growth of plants. The non-metals are used in fertilizer. Which fertilizer? There are different types of fertilizers. So one common component of fertilizer is carbon, which is present in the urea. It is present in urea, and it is a non-metal. Other non-metals are phosphorus or phosphate, superphosphate. Then another non-metal is nitrogen. So we can say the first non-metal used in fertilizer is carbon. Second non-metal you can say is nitrogen, and third non-metal is phosphorus. Then these are the non-metals. There are metals also, but we will see that this is describing only non-metals. Then non-metals are used in water purification process. To purify water, we use a non-metal, chlorine, Cl, which is present in bleaching powder. So you must have seen that bleaching powder is a white powder which is added in water for purifying it. It helps to kill the germs present in water. That is for purification. Non-metals are used in the purple colored solution applied on wounds as an antiseptic. The non-metal used as an antiseptic is iodine. It is a purple colored solution. It behaves as an antiseptic. It prevents septic or it prevents the growth of microbes. So it is a non-metal. Then non-metals are used in crackers. Crackers, the non-metal which is present in cracker will be phosphorus. It is a non-metal. Then sulfur is also present in crackers. So phosphorus and sulfur are two mainly used components of sulfur. Apart from this, there are other components of crackers, but they are metals. Here we are talking about non-metals. Besides this, there are more uses of non-metal. One example of non-metal we can say is the non-metal nitrogen, which is the natural fertilizer present in the soil. It is present as a nutrient present in the soil, which is a component of protein. Then another non-metal, we can think of so many non-metals which are used in our daily life. One more non-metal you can say, apart from oxygen, carbon in the presence of formation or in the form of carbon dioxide, which is a component of photosynthesis. So it is also a component of plants which is used in making the carbohydrates. So non-metals, another component, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So we can say carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are the three components which are non-metals. They are the components of carbohydrates, which are the main component of all living organisms. They are present in our body, they are present in plants, and therefore these are the uses of non-metals. So with this the chapter is finished, and in this last portion of the chapter they have described that there are some properties, but new substances are formed. These substances are different from this. This is a repetition of class 7. If a substance cannot be broken down further, it is called a element. It is called an element, and sulfur is an element. So what is an element? A substance which cannot be broken down into anything simpler. So this is just a revision of the topic. Carbon is an element. The smallest unit of an element is an atom, and the sample of an element contains only one kind of atom. So why is this given here? Because metals and non-metals are present in nature in the form of different substances which are an element. So element is the main component. For example, an atom liquid sulfur would be exactly the same as the atom of solid or vapor sulfur. So as sulfur is, they have given some examples, but they can be many examples apart from sulfur. Although we have an infinite variety of substances in the universe, elements forming these substances is limited. There are no more than naturally occurring elements. An important classification of element is classifying them as a metal and a non-metal. Most of the elements are metals which are found in the nature, and some of them are artificially made. So more than 110 or 108 substances have been found till today, and more are being discovered. Then we studied metals and non-metals in this chapter. There are another another type of substances which are called metalloids. This you will study in higher class. So what are metalloids? They are the substances which possess characteristics of both metal and non-metal. So they have qualities of metal also and non-metal also. So they are metalloids. An example of a metalloid will be silicon. Silicon is a metalloid. It shows property of a metal and non-metal. So you can see that there are other metalloids also apart from this. So with this, the chapter is over, and if you have any comments or any doubt, you can type below the video and it will be answered. And if you have still not subscribed, you can press the subscribe button and notification so that you are notified of the next. If you have any query or you want a video on a particular topic, then type below the video and it will be done. See you in the next video. Goodbye.